Coach, first game here last Thursday. Offense had a great night. I guess what was the best part of that from your perspective?
Yeah, just finally seeing all the work come to fruition. Since I got hired on December 10th, the coaching staff and myself and, all the guys who put in so much hard work to get to last Thursday. And, just excited to see our guys come out and execute the offense, hope like we hoped they would. And, have some fun. That was the biggest thing is in this offense, we like to have fun. I preach it every day. If we're not having fun, then what are we doing out here? So it was just fun, like I said, to get back out there, see us have some success, and see our guys, have that success and have some fun with it.
Coach Shelton said it was pretty cool to see, all the Houston Baptist guys like doing their thing on the sidelines. Just like you guys didn't miss a beat from coming there to here. Just how was that out there? Just you're a new school now, but it's the same kind of offense, same players.
Yeah, it was fun. Definitely having those guys with me. I love those guys. I got to recruit 3 of those guys, not Bailey, but clearly our relationships, just him being in my room for going on 4 years now, got a special bond with those guys. So it was special. Just kind of. I've been telling them, hey, y'all keep getting these guys going, man, because this is how it's supposed to be all the time. So, like I said, it was just great having those guys here with me, and like I said, a lot of success night one.
Coach, what does it mean just to get that opportunity to go to Army on the 20th anniversary of 9/11 and just to play in that game and on that national stage? Yeah,
just very fortunate. Like I said before this, it's going to be probably one of the most special games I ever get to coach in my lifetime. 20th anniversary, September 11th, playing Army. Have the utmost respect for those guys. They're the only team that, playing us that day is the only time I wouldn't want to see them win, So, like I said, respect them guys so much. Coach well. They play so hard. I love watching them play on tape. Just very special opportunity for me personally, and I know for our guys as well.
Speaking of tape, Army allowed just 10 points last week. Obviously, they're stout defensively. The year Western played them back in 19 was a 17-8 win, so obviously drawing it out. Just how did your offense kind of go that environment with that offense? Well, that defense kind of taking you guys on? Yeah,
I think we just got to go out there and kind of do what we do. We can't let, how the offense plays dictate everything we do. Now, clearly, we got to be smart about how we call plays, and, I got to help our defense out as well because they may be on the field for some 7-8 minute drives. Hope not, but you never know. So, to a certain extent it does, but at the end of the day, we got to go out there and play ball. So, it's another game for us Saturday. Like you said, great defense. Very stout, very blue-collar type. Coach very well, don't make a lot of mistakes. Very salty bunch on defense, very salty.
Kind of going off of that, Coach talks a lot about molding the old, what they did before with some of the new stuff coming in, and talks about like that balance. I believe 25 of 61 plays were run plays Thursday night. I guess how happy were you with the balance, and how important is that going to be to have that nice balance and help control the game come Saturday?
Yeah, like I said, when I got here, people think we're going to just throw it 50 times and run it 10, but we're going to try to do what helped us win football games. And I think we left some yards in the running game this last week. I think we missed some targets on a few blocks here and there, and we had some running backs not hit the hole every time the way I'd like to see. So I think we're still growing in the running game, and I'm excited to be able to bring that to Army. Like I said, like you said, definitely watched their game they played in 2019. They had a lot of balance, kind of beat them at their own game, had more time of possession. So, I think that's something that I've looked into going into this game.
Kind of going off that too, a guy we're getting ready to talk to, Kai, it seemed like he just kind of came out of nowhere on Thursday. Nobody really had talked about him much in the preseason. I guess, how did he kind of become that number 2 back for you guys in that Thursday game?
Yeah, Kai's kind of a silent killer. He's not a man of many words, but he comes to work and he runs downhill hard. So love backs like him. Like I said, he's a big back. He's a young guy, a true freshman walk-on. Probably won't be for too much longer. But yeah, he really impressed with Kai, what he's done. Came in, understood his role early on, being a scout team guy, and really just coming to work every day and morphing into that backup running back for that first game.
Coach, you're talking about slowing the pace down a little bit next week. Are you going to, and Coach talked about it yesterday too, just slowing the pace down, establishing the run game. How important is it for that, just to give your defense maybe just a breath of fresh air going during the game next week?
Yeah, it's very important. Like I said, I definitely don't want to wear those guys out. Mm-hmm. I got to be smart with how I call this football game. Got to take care of the team, because at the end of the day, if we win 14-7, we win 14-7. So like I said, at the end of the day, we want to win. So definitely keeping an eye on the clock, making sure those guys are not worn down, snap after snap after snap is part of my job this week too. So definitely taking a hard look at that going into the game.
I think Jareth called them the unsung heroes, the offensive line on Thursday night. No sacks allowed. I think just one hurry, maybe one false start. I think Rusty. What do you think of the offensive line Thursday night, new group altogether, and what's it going to take to have another good performance from that group come Saturday?
Yeah, very, very proud of those guys, man. I think Bailey hit the ground one time, and that was kind of on a double reverse pass that we kind of put in where, they had a good call on, and it just kind of was what it was. But they played a tremendous game in the pass game, which is very important. Clearly, with what we're doing offensively, they got to be able to pass protect. Like I said, I'd like to see a little bit more improvement in the run game. But yeah, those guys, they played really, really well. With Rusty moving over to the center position, we really haven't had that many weeks for those guys to gel together. So I was very proud of how they gelled together. I do think kind of Rusty's kind of one of those unsung heroes of that group, just because we have so many veteran guys that have played a lot of ball. But yeah, Cole, Mason, Bo, Tick, Leslie came in and played a heck of a game for a redshirt freshman. So really, really proud of all 5 of those guys.
Coach talks a lot about the conditioning and the work that they put in the offseason. With that group, especially the way that you guys play, I know Mason was excited about it. He said he came from Texas and played like that similar style that you guys want to play. But how much did you see that kind of conditioning pay off, in that first game at least? Yeah,
I think it did. There were some times where I was trying to go a little bit faster than we even got to on Saturday, and some injuries and some of those things kind of hampered some of that. But no, they worked their tails off, like I said, all spring, all summer, all fall camp to get themselves ready for the pace of play that we play. So very proud of those guys, like I said, and definitely the work they put in showed last Thursday.
Sounded like Josh was kind of battling a knee. Do you have any update on him or Noah Whittington?
Noah Whittington will be back for us this week. Yep, he'll be back in the lineup for us this week. And Josh, he's just kind of battling a knee injury. He's kind of day-to-day. We're hopeful for him Saturday.
Just in case if he doesn't play, do you know who's going to step up for him in that position?
Yeah, so we have Joey Belgian, who played a lot of snaps on Thursday, and we have River Helms, true freshman, CJ Mariah. We got 3 good tight ends in replacement if he can't go Saturday.